Okay, welcome back to another episode of Riding Away with Mr. 160. This time we're going to do a stock shot. I haven't done a stock shot in a long time, and I'm just going to do it on the S&P, the Dow Jones Industrial, the aggregated funds, and the international funds for TSP. So if you are a TSP owner, congratulations, you're probably a government employee. If not, pay attention. These are still going to affect you in some kind of way. So the first thing I'm going to do is try to keep this under 10 minutes. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. Make sure you do your due diligence. Don't throw your money into something you know nothing about. And make sure that you know how to chart. It's always one of the best things you can do to make sure you protect your money. So let's get started in charting. We're in a weekly for the Dow Jones Industrial. If you're looking for the ticker is DWCPF, and we're in the weekly. This will track the Dow Jones Industrial essentially with your TSP account. So here we go. We're going to do something right here. This is called support and resistance. I'm just doing general support and resistance because I want you guys to be able to see this. So I'm going to make that a little bit lighter. There we go. And what we're going to do next is keep doing support and resistance lines. So I'm going to do a little copy and paste. Here's our next one. We're going to put this one right up here. The reason I put it there is because of this area right here. So that's the main reason. Here, we're going to do another one. Yes, we're going to do another one. We're going to keep doing support and resistance. That one actually came into a place I wouldn't mind. That's pretty good. And let's do one more. About there. Because of this area. So support and resistance are literally places where price action goes. It either bounces off to the downside, that would be resistance, or it bounces off to the upside, that would be support. So we're going to keep doing these until we get to a very comfortable area, pretty much where we are right now. That one's going to be there for this area. Going to do some more of these. Of course, we're going to do it up here. That's the easiest one. Next one is going to be about here. Then the next one is going to be about here. Yeah. So essentially we are done doing support and resistance. Didn't take long. We're literally looking for places where price action bounces up. It hit here, couldn't do it. Came down. Then it hit here, did it, went up. This is the resistance area. Support area. So if you don't know what those are, we do have a video about that. I'll put it up here later. Next thing is this. We're going to make sure that we look at the current price action. Right now, the price action, let me make these candles a little bit easier for you guys to see. My apologies. And I have these set for me, but here it is for you guys. The price action is literally bouncing around in between two areas. This one and this one. So let's make sure you guys can see it. So bouncing from this area here to this area here. This is called what? So if you know it, put it in the chat. I'm going to say it's called a channel. So it's in between these two areas. A range can also be put here. So right now we're looking for it to bounce off of here and go to here. Why? Because it did it before. Here and here. And we actually have another smaller range in here. So here, and it bounced up, went to the same place right up in this area. So currently, if you're looking to move your money around, remember, not a financial advisor, but you may see it go up in the Dow Jones Industrial, at least for a little bit. And let's see how much. Essentially, we're looking for it to go up from current price to the new price, and that's going to be about 9.57%. That's a nice little increase in your TSP. So that is the Dow Jones Industrial. Let's now go to the SPX. All right, SPX, we already did a lot of the work here. So what we're going to do is get rid of that. We don't need that right now. We've already done our support and resistance. We're looking at a current level. Now, what I'm looking at specifically is right here. I need to put another level in because I see right there. If you look here, oh, I actually have a tool here. So this area here, a lot of rejection. This area here, we had a rejection, but then it went through. Came back, went up, went down. So this has a lot of, oh, look at all this rejection to the upside. And then we have another rejection, strong rejection to the upside. So, and the SPX, AKA what? This is going to be one of your TSP funds as well. You should know this. If you don't, we have a video about that too. This is looking like it might go to the upside as well for about how much to our next resistance? About 4.32%. That's a nice little move in your S&P and your TSP. So with that being said, this one has been done. So the SPX may go up a little bit more, but always remember, if you have one of these kind of candles, and we have this so far in the Dow Jones and in the SPX, or the S&P 500, these kind of candles like to be broken up later. So keep an eye on that. So now let's go to our next one. Our next one's going to be the egg. So this is going to be the bond market. So if you're looking at bonds, guess what? Let's make sure we can see these lines as well. We'll change the color. And here. And remember, everything we're looking at right now is in the weekly time frame. And I'm going to do a little bit more in here. I think I did some, but not all. So there, because of this area right here, and everything else lines up with it. Let's go back some more. Anything else lower? Not for a while. Yeah. So right now, this is the lowest bonds have been in a pretty long time. We also have another one of these big candles. Now, what we're seeing is a lot of volume. So if you look here, that's a lot of volume to go up. The last time we had this much volume was on this right here, and that was this small candle. So this small candle was the last high volume candle, and that was to push it down below the resistance. Now we have a pretty good positive or bullish candle going up, and it's breaking through what used to be support, which is now resistance. Now, if we get another push, you get a confirmation. That confirmation will most likely say that, hey, I'm looking for the aggregate bond funds to go up probably another 6%. Remember, we're just talking about support and resistance here. And do your own due diligence. Make sure you look at this stuff. Now, we got one more to do, and this is the International Fund. Now, this one has a strange ticker, too. This ticker is called EFA. EFA is your International Fund. Okay, so we have not done this. Let's get this so we can chart it. So what I do, that's just like the Dow Jones. We didn't chart that one either, right? Now, I had previously charted the Dow Jones Industrial with the DJI ticker. This one's done with the other ticker that is used specifically for that fund, which is the DWCPF for the Dow Jones. This, once again, is the EFA ticker, and it is for your international fund. So let's get to charting. One of my favorite things to do is put one there. It's always good to put one at the top of a range. You see some places where you have some good resistance and support. Ooh, let's look at that. All right, hold on. We're not done yet. There. I'm pretty sure I can get another one in here. There. So I looked right here. Pretty much lines up what's going on over there. So we have some pretty good support and resistance lines drawn. What we're going to do now is see if we have any more. I'm looking over here. No, not really. There. Right there. So we're going to put one more right in here. So the reason we put one here, I was looking at that area. I wanted to see if there was anything here, which there is, that would support a support and resistance. And right here, it was resistance, then it became support. So as we go forward, we're now looking at the entirety of the International Fund. So previously, if you look, we were in a down market or a downtrend for the International Fund. and that was our downtrend. Currently, we have broken out of that trend. It looks like we're doing some consolidation. So consolidation can be where price action stays in a range. Generally, it stays in between a price level. So $65 and $73 or $65 and $74, right around there. There you go. Now, if we're looking for it to go up, and the international fund, once again, we got a really strong bullish candle on some really good volume. So our volume here is pretty high. It looks like it needs to break this resistance. If it breaks that resistance, we're looking for at least to go to the $74 range. That's going to be yet another good look in our TSP. And of course, if it goes past here, where can we look for it to go? Essentially to our $85 range. Now, how much would that be percent-wise? So first, let's go to our resistance, which you want to become support. Start there, go up. That'll be about 20% in your international fund. So we just charted the funds in the TSP. This was stock shots for this week. Remember, don't throw your money at anything you don't understand. Do your research, do your due diligence, chart every day, and make sure you are having a good time doing this. And if you're new to our channel, hey, welcome. If you're not new, welcome back. Watch another video. Hit a like, hit subscribe. We'll be back again for another week. And next week, I will have some new things that I will perfect over the week. So have a good time. See you later.